A toll to roll through traffic a bit faster, the Southern California roads that could soon cost you to drive on them. Could AI bring about human extinction? It sounds like a movie plot, but this is a real warning from hundreds of executives. You're watching The Rundown. Hello, everyone. I'm Robin Winston. We're all used to gridlock living in LA, but would you pay for a quicker ride? If one group gets its way, tolls could soon be coming to LA during rush hour. Metro is set to release a study this summer that looks at charging people to drive on certain roads. The transit agency has zeroed in on 3 locations for a possible test program. It includes a nearly 16-mile stretch of the 10 freeway between downtown and Santa Monica. The plan will also include streets and freeways around downtown, as well as some canyon streets that connect the San Fernando Valley to the LA Basin. The program is a part of a larger push to rethink how to deal with traffic that eats up so much of our time.
But the point of congestion pricing, we call it a performance price, is that it makes the road system perform better. And so if it's done properly, you pay, but you get something in return, which is that you get your time back. You get a road system that actually works, which is something people in Southern California have essentially never had. That they can spend some of the revenue on things they value, and they in general consider it a good deal.
Details of the plan, including pricing, the technology, and projected revenue, are still being ironed out. The TSA reported record travel screenings over Memorial Day weekend. Nearly 9.8 million people were screened at airports nationwide over the 4-day weekend. That's up by 300,000 from the 2019 Memorial Day holiday weekend. Well, the TSA said Friday's screening volume was about 2.74 million. The highest post-pandemic single-day record. It's a good indicator of what we can expect when the next holiday weekend rolls around. A warning from industry leaders about the use of artificial intelligence. Some say AI could, quote, pose a risk of extinction to humanity. Well, the warning came from the nonprofit Center for AI Safety. It was signed by more than 350 executives, including execs from OpenAI and Google DeepMind. Recent advancements in AI systems like those used by ChatGPT have raised fears that AI could spread misinformation and propaganda around the world with fake videos. Critics say the report from the nonprofit exaggerates the risk. Skeptics argue that AI technology is still too new to pose a threat. Let's check in with meteorologist Philin De Leon to see if we'll get some sunshine anytime soon.
The clouds have been a constant in our sky in the month of May, and now we're transitioning into a new month. The May gray will become June gloom. So through the rest of the week, we're going to have this deep marine layer with cool temperatures and areas of drizzle. But once we get into the weekend, we'll have more sunshine with temperatures warming away from the coast. This broad area of low pressure that has brought us this cooler than normal temperatures and that persistent marine layer will gradually move away, and replacing it will be warmer air from an area of high pressure over the central part of the country. Now, the weather will be warming in the coming days. Look at the trend in Moreno Valley. 60s on Wednesday, Thursday 71, and then here comes that warmer air from the high pressure. By the weekend, we're looking at temperatures in the upper 70s and 80s.
A quiet neighborhood of Long Beach rattled by a horrific rampage. A man with a screwdriver attacked and stabbed several people. Long Beach police say this man, captured on cell phone video, attacked 5 people near Livingston Park in the Belmont Shore area. One of the victims is a man who was holding a 2-year-old child during the assault. It caused the man to drop the child and fall to the ground. The suspect also tried to enter a home, but that's when police opened fire, knocking him down with a non-life-threatening wound.
I heard kids. I heard adults. I just heard chaos.
Pretty angry and belligerent, shouting, cussing.
All the victims are recovering from non-life-threatening injuries. 5 minors have been arrested and face felony charges stemming from this fight in San Clemente. Video shows a large group of young people punching and kicking 2 off-duty Marines. Well, this fight happened Friday night. Orange County Sheriff's deputies say it started with an argument on the beach. The Camp Pendleton Marines asked them to stop setting off fireworks, and then a large group followed the Marines as they walked away and attacked them. San Clemente's mayor says school officials helped police identify teens in the group. 4 other minors are facing misdemeanor charges but have not been arrested. The Marines are expected to be okay. A sheriff's deputy's body camera footage caught a car flying up the bed of a flatbed tow truck and launching into the air, landing about 120 feet away. The driver apparently didn't even realize the tow truck was stopped until it was too late. This happened along a stretch of highway in South Georgia. Incredibly, the driver is expected to survive. Congress continues to vote on the bipartisan bill that would raise the debt ceiling. The House Rules Committee already gave it a green light. The federal government has less than a week to avoid a catastrophic default. While party leaders are counting on pulling majority support from the political center to make sure the bill passes quickly to avoid default. The measure would lift the nation's debt limit in exchange for restricting spending for the next 2 years. Paying rent with a credit card, it may seem like a bad idea, but more people are doing it, and for good reason. Consumer reporter Susan Hogan gets answers from the experts on whether it's right for you.
We use credit cards to pay for all sorts of things. Buying groceries, filling our tank, booking a flight. And now there's something else taking off, using a credit card to pay your rent.
I think for the right person, it could be a really good idea.
Ted Rossman with creditcards.com says, given high inflation, many people are needing to put their rent on a credit card just to get by, which is very different than putting rent on a credit card for rewards points.
Roughly half of cardholders pay in full every month, and it's great. They get rewards, they get buyer protections. Life is good. It's better than any other payment method. The other half is what we worry about.
According to the U.S. Census Bureau's housing survey, the median gross rent is around $1,100. So imagine the possibilities if you can turn that expense into thousands of rewards points towards future vacations. So where to start? Find out if you can even use a credit card to pay rent. Not all landlords or property managers allow you to. And if they do, they more than likely will charge a processing fee. Some could reach as high as 3%. Some credit cards will actually send landlords a check on your behalf if they don't allow credit card payments. Again, most will charge a fee. However, if the rewards outweigh the fees, it may be worth it.
This is probably your biggest monthly expense. So if you can get rewards and build your credit and avoid the processing fee, as long as you're avoiding interest, there's a lot to like.
Look for credit cards that charge low or no fees and offer maximum rewards. Here's a few more things to consider. While paying rent with a credit card is convenient, it should be a last resort unless you are purely doing it for the rewards and you can pay it off every month. Otherwise, the impact on your credit score could be damaging. I'm Susan Hogan, News 4.
The final episode of season 3 of the hit Apple TV comedy Ted Lasso dropped, and a lot of people say it feels like not only the season finale, but also the series finale. So we won't give away any spoilers here, but all season long, the cast and crew have been coy about whether the end of this planned 3-season arc would also be the end of the whole series. And even if this is the end, Hollywood insiders speculate, given the show's success, that some sort of sequel or spinoff could happen. We shall see. As for the cast, hours before the season finale dropped, they were actually out there on the picket lines in Burbank supporting the striking Writers Guild of America. Swifties say they're suffering from amnesia after her concerts, and neuroscientists say, yes, it's actually happening. This is a thing. Well, that's because of a medical phenomena when so many emotions happen at one time. Like it becomes brain overload and just too hard for the brain to create memories. Neuroscientists say that because Swifties get so excited and have an emotional connection to Taylor, their brains get overloaded, and after the concert, they really can't remember everything. So what's the fix? Doctors say try to contain some of that excitement. Just be chill and be calm. Actress Ming-Na Wen was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
We now declare today Ming-Na Wen Day in Hollywood.
You may recognize Wen as a bounty hunter on the Disney Plus series The Mandalorian. Since her breakout role in the Joy Luck Club back in 1993, she voiced Disney's Mulan and starred in the Star Wars franchise. Tuesday, she spoke about how she had to overcome a lot of obstacles because of her AAPI heritage and her name. We caught up with Wen after the ceremony to talk about Asian American representation in Hollywood.
We have to keep the momentum going, because it is so easy to just get lazy and fall back, and we have incredible talents now out there. I just really hope that we grab this opportunity and this momentum and just charge forward.
The ceremony came 2 days before the release of several episodes of Gremlins Secrets of the Mogwai. She's the voice of Fong Wing in the animated prequel to the Gremlins film. All right, we're getting a sneak peek at next week's Hollywood Memorabilia auction, where you can actually buy a piece of entertainment history. That's right. So the Hollywood Then and Now auction will feature items from some of the biggest franchises like Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, and Star Wars. They're on display now through Monday.
So we've got vintage items and lots of contemporary things that you'll recognize and that will hold so many memories for you. So these are vessels of memory that we collect. And when we look at them, it summons all of this emotional, charge for us. And it can be different for everybody. We even have a Happy Days malt mixer.
Pretty cool. The biggest item up for sale is a broom that belonged to Harry Potter's nemesis, Draco Malfoy. He used it in the first film, and it's expected to fetch anywhere between $70,000 and $90,000. Wow. Well, a high school senior in Huntington Park has overcome autism challenges to be named Valedictorian. This is so awesome. I love this story. Mauricio Luis Galicia was diagnosed with autism when he was 3 years old. His mother, who is an immigrant from Guatemala, was told that he would struggle throughout school. So Mauricio was initially placed in special education classes, but was later moved to mainstream classes and is graduating from Linda Marquez High School.
It's been 13 years of hard work, especially during my elementary years, where I really had to find my footing in the world, and from there growing into a more social space in middle school and high school.
Mauricio is headed to USC in the fall and plans to major in legal studies. Wow, you have a bright future ahead of you, Mauricio. We're so proud of you. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4, weekdays 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with traffic reports throughout the morning commute. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.